What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is 8 of Florida's most invasive species. You ready for this one?
Subscribe.
Obviously, if you guys, that will make no sense if people did not watch yesterday's video. That will make 0 sense. If you watched yesterday's video, we pointed out that only 72% of you legends are not subscribed. Sorry, only 28% are subscribed. And now you're just going to randomly say subscribe, aren't you? So subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. 8 of Florida's most invasive species. I feel like there's going to be some mad stuff on here.
Subscribe. I'm joking, yeah.
I was going to say.
There is. That looks mad on it already, to be fair.
I think it's just a toad, but... I think it's just a toad.
It kind of looks like an angry...
It looks like an angry toad, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It looks
Definitely
like
an angry one. But, like, Florida's obviously got alligators, which is a reptile.
Subscribe.
Not a fish.
I am going to do that throughout the whole video, by the way.
Obviously got alligators, which is a reptile and stuff like that, which is so scary.
Did you say it was a fish?
Remember ages ago?
Oh yeah, you did. Everyone came for you.
Everyone came for me in comments, and it was just in the flow.
It made him cry.
I knew. Yeah, you know what? It did. It didn't actually.
So subscribe.
We'll say it. So subscribe because you made me cry. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button, and let's check out 8 of Florida's most invasive species. What we got?
From giant toads to highly adaptable hybrid snakes. Let's take a look at 8 of Florida's most invasive species.
That's
like the voice.
Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to They Will Kill You.
Subscribe
Hit
to
the
us,
like button
to
and
us.
request
Notification
any
bell
topics you
too.
want to learn about in the comment section below.
Subscribe.
Right, let's focus. Focus.
Number 8. Nile Crocodile.
Why is there a skull?
Even though they aren't an established species, the mere idea of Nile crocodiles calling Florida their home is terrifying. In the past, several were found in the state's south, but they'd most likely escaped captivity and weren't considered evidence of an invasive process. Even so, Florida officials were given the green light to shoot any Nile crocodiles on sight to eliminate any chance they might have of reproducing. That's because these creatures are among the most dangerous predators in the animal kingdom. They're massive crocodilians with heavily armored skin, which are second in size only to saltwater crocodiles. There have been reports of some over 16.5 feet in length and 1,650 pounds in weight, with an extremely powerful bite, and once their jaws grip you, it's almost impossible to escape. They can apply high levels of force for an extended period of time, which is useful in their native environment when they're drowning large prey. In Africa, these highly aggressive animals have earned a reputation as man-eaters, and they're responsible for hundreds of human fatalities every year. Their fearsome reputation dwarfs that of the American alligator, which would arguably be inferior to Nile crocodiles should the two ever compete for food. Number 7.
Oh my. The fact that there's a green light to shoot them. You know how animal protections is nowadays. You can't shoot anything pretty much.
Yeah, but the fact that they are so dangerous that they have
just
to get rid of
mow them down. Oh, yo, Florida's different gravy.
I'm not going anywhere near a lake or river in Florida.
It's just different gravy, man.
New Guinea Flatworm. Much like their name implies, this flatworm species is native to the island of New Guinea.
Doesn't look
They've been observed preying on earthworms,
land
land snails, slugs, and other invertebrates. In Florida, New Guinea flatworms were first observed in Miami-Dade County in 2012. Since then, reports have been coming in from over 40 counties. As an invasive species, the New Guinea flatworm has reduced the Hawaiian tree snail population in Oahu and is a known land snail predator in Japan. In Florida, it can consume threatened or endangered snail species. The flatworm is also a carrier for the rat lungworm parasite, which can be transmitted to people via ingestion. However, so far, there haven't been any confirmed reports of rat lungworm infection in Florida's human population. Number 6.
In the human population, it is in the animal population. I'll tell you what though, snails are huge compared to them. They must be hungry a lot of the time. Fair play.
Argentine black and white tegu. The Argentine black and white tegu is a large lizard native to South America, found in Brazil, northern Argentina, Paraguay, and eastern Uruguay. Reproducing tegu populations are established in Florida, mainly in Miami-Dade and Hillsborough counties, but reported sightings have been coming in from other counties as well. Like other animals on our list, their introduction in the wild was a consequence of the ever-booming pet trade which takes place in the state. Tegus can reach almost 4 feet in total length and weigh close to 10 pounds. On average, females lay about 36 eggs each year.
Wow.
Once hatched, they grow rapidly and can live up to 20 years. As adults, these creatures have few natural predators. Tegus are omnivorous lizards that consume insects, fruits, eggs, and small animals such as rodents and reptiles. They're a threat to local wildlife due to their habits of preying upon the nests of other animals. They're known to eat young gopher tortoises, animals which are considered threatened. They also eat agriculturally valuable foods, and according to recent evidence, their population seems to be expanding. Number 5. Giant toad. This invasive
ugly.
amphibian secretes a
So
potent
ugly.
toxin as a defensive mechanism against predators. The giant toad, also known as the cane toad.
Oh, I can't deal with animals like this. I actually can't.
That guy looks like he's got massive hands. oh my god. I tell you what, animals in America is different gravy, and it is just different ballgame. I'm so happy we've got nothing dangerous. You know what I mean?
We've got mice.
Point proven.
Can grow to be 6 to 9 inches in length. First introduced to Florida in the 1930s and 1940s as a means of controlling agricultural pests. They breed year-round in standing water, canals, ditches, and streams.
Ew.
Currently, breeding populations are found in Central and South
They look
Florida.
so unhappy. I've never seen people not two people.
I'm gonna say it.
Two
I suppose like
species so unhappy to breed.
it's just for face, isn't it? It's like a bulldog or something like
Resting
that. They
big
just have
face.
resting like sad faces, you know.
Resting bee faces.
And toads secrete a milky white toxin from glands which are located behind their ears. They can sicken and even kill domestic
I
pets
can't. I'm
and
sorry.
native animals that bite on them.
Dead people. I can't do dead mice.
And this, before people say, because we all get caught and say this is not fake art, this is what I have to put up with all the time. I have to put up with this all the
I
time.
can't do dead mice. I'm sorry. I really can't.
People who handle these toads, their secretions may irritate the skin or burn the eyes.
Oh,
Number 4.
these are messed
Nile
up,
That
aren't
mouse
monitor.
put me off.
Nile monitors are among the largest lizards in Africa, reaching over 7 feet and weights in excess of 33 pounds. Monitor lizards have strong legs, muscular bodies, and powerful jaws. Their sharp claws are used for digging, climbing, or tearing at their prey. They're an invasive species in Florida, with the most concentrated
Insane.
population located in Cape Coral in Lee County. They tend to inhabit water edges, and their spread is facilitated by South Florida's extensive canal system. Monitor lizards negatively impact the areas they inhabit due
large
to a combination of factors.
The size
They have
of
a
it.
generalist diet, a high reproduction rate, and travel both in fresh and salt water. In Africa, they're known to raid crocodile nests, eat eggs, and prey on small crocodiles. This can affect Florida's indigenous crocodiles, such as the American alligator and the
Why is his
American
hand
crocodile.
there?
In Cape Coral, the lizards have been connected to the disappearances of livestock and domestic pets. Since their diet is so broad, it means that federally protected species such as sea
Don't show me the
turtles,
killing of a
gopher
turtle, please.
tortoises, or wading birds are also in danger. Number 3. Lionfish. The first reports of
Lionfish.
invasive lionfish came in 1985
They look quite
off
cute.
Florida's Atlantic coast near Dania Beach. The exact circumstances of their introduction
Oh yeah, that's the
aren't
cutest
Nah,
thing I've
that's
ever
not
seen in
cute.
my life.
That's not cute. That's ugly.
clear,
as
but it's
well.
suspected that they were discarded from aquariums. As of 2010, they began turning up in areas where no lionfish had previously been recorded, such as the northern Gulf of New Mexico. As a predatory reef fish, this creature can reduce important native fish populations, such as herbivorous species that keep the algae levels in check. In fact, the lionfish is considered the greatest threat to coral reefs in the region and could be reducing Atlantic reef diversity by up to 80%. Lionfish, which are usually 12 to 15
purple.
inches in length, tend to be larger in areas where they aren't
think that
indigenous,
wasn't part of
exceeding
it.
8.
Yeah, but I liked
Yeah.
it. It looks cool, the glowing off. I imagine
Yeah.
that was a light in like an
Yeah.
aquarium or something like that.
18 inches. They also have venomous spines on their fins, which can cause you painful injuries if the fish aren't handled properly. Number 2. Gambian Pouched Rat. With lengths of up to 3 feet from head
Oh,
to
that's a big
tail.
rat.
The
I've got
Gambian
rat
Pouched
phobia,
Rat is
mouse
one of the
phobia.
largest rat species in the world, and it enjoys a wide distribution in sub-Saharan Africa. The species' common name was inspired by its habit of storing food in its cheek pouches. In Florida, the rats were introduced through the pet trade, and some were bred in captivity on grassy keys. Then at some point, several rats either escaped or were released on purpose and established a breeding population in the area. As an invasive species, the Gambian pouched rat is of high concern. Females can produce litters up to 5 times over the course of 9 months, and each litter features an average of 4 young. So far, the rats have been contained to grassy keys, but should they reach mainland, they might pose a threat to the agricultural industry in the south of Florida. Native rat species such as the Key Largo wood rat, the silver rice rat, or the cotton rat might also suffer because the invasive species is larger than them and may outcompete them for food. There are also several health concerns. The African rodent was responsible for the 2003 outbreak of monkeypox in the US. All of the 71 reported monkeypox cases were traced back to the Gambian pouched rats, imported from Ghana by an exotic pet distributor. The suspicion is that the rats, which are known carriers, had spread it to prairie dogs, which were then purchased as pets. The infectious disease has a 10% risk of death, and in the aftermath of the outbreak, the importation of Gambian pouched rats was banned. Fortunately, no deaths were recorded, but patients did experience fever, muscle aches, headaches, and rashes. Number 1. Hybrid snakes. Burmese pythons are giant constrictor snakes that can reach over 15 feet in length. Because of their size, they face few predators, with the exceptions of humans and alligators. Over the course of a decade, starting from 2001, scientists have examined the tissue from 400 invasive Burmese pythons captured in Florida's Everglades. It's worth mentioning that pythons have been breeding in the area ever since the 1980s, with a devastating impact on the local small mammal population. When they were analyzed from a genetic perspective, 13 of them were discovered to have been a crossbreed between the Burmese python and the Indian rock python. The latter is smaller, faster, and arguably more aggressive than the Burmese python and tends to prefer a higher and drier environment. The interbreeding most likely took place before the snakes became established in South Florida. The discovery is worrisome because the hybrid species displays signs of increased adaptability, both in dry and wet habitats. This is due to something called hybrid vigor, which occurs when the best traits of the interbreeding species have been passed on to their offspring. In this case, it might mean that these invasive pythons will exhibit a broader and faster distribution. This doesn't bode well for Florida's wildlife officials, who've already faced difficulties in eliminating the snakes from the Everglades region. There are close to 150,000 pythons wreaking havoc on native species such as bobcats, foxes, raccoons, and rabbits. In this context, the threat of a super adaptable python spreading through Florida is most definitely cause for concern. Thanks for watching.
Wow.
Which invasive...
We ain't going to Florida now. We will go, but we've just got to avoid...
Go to Disney.
Stick to the road, stay in the car.
Yeah, stay on the main roads.
Main roads.
No wildlife.
It just shows how Sherwood we are over here, doesn't it? So Sherwood. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. The link to this channel will be in the description as always. You got anything else to say?
Merch?
I wasn't going to go with that. I was waiting for the subscribe. Check out the merch. The link will be in the description as well.
Subscribe merch.
And yeah, it's just scary, isn't it? Very scary. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the subscribe button and have a fantastic day. Peace.